Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to look at how we can install the Active Directory domain services inside the Windows Server 2025. First of all, we need to do some sort of configurations in here, and then after that, we'll install the ADDS service, and then we'll see how we can manage the users and the computers and that. First of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check my computer name, and if it's not in a good way, like in a meaningful way, I'm going to change that one first. This is not make sense. What I'm going to do, I'm going to rename this one Win Server 2025, something like that, and then I have to reboot the server. But before I do that, I'll go and change the IP address as well, because in your server it has to be a static IP and it has to be meaningful IP address. For that, I'm going to network settings and go here, and then I think it's with the DHCP at this stage. We go to the CMD and check what's the IP config 100 to 11. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this into 200, and then it's gonna be easy. You can do it from here. I always prefer go with this option, ncpa.cpl, and then it will open the network settings. Go there and then go to IP version 4 properties and put in the IP address here, 192.168.100.200 mask, and I can do a default gateway. There's no need if you don't have a one. And also I'm putting this server as a DNS server in later. What I'm going to do, I'm going to configure the DNS server inside this one. Gonna identify this. We'll do a quick ping to the Google and see if our configurations are correct. Looks like not, but I can do go there and change again. I'm gonna delete my default gateway just for now, and we'll see till it's authenticating. It should be fine. Or else what we can do, go and set the same default gateway 192.168.100.2. Click OK, and we'll see if it's working. That's the gateway, so we're gonna leave it as it is. Now I'm gonna do a quick reboot to this one because we changed the name. So in that case, we need to restart the server to replicate that change name. Until we restart the computer, I'm gonna pause the video and then we'll see. Right, it's almost coming up now, and you can see it's loading on the top over here. And once it's fully powered on like this with all the services and stuff, then we're gonna install the ADDS. I think it's pretty much done now. Go to add roles and features. This is the option that you can do, and also you can do it from here as well. Go add and roles and features under the manage section, whichever is fine, and click next. And also I'm going to do this as a role based feature. Click next, and we can see our server name now replicated as well as the IP address. This is the server name, the host name we are going to use, and the IP address for this Windows server. And click next, and then I can add Active Directory domain services. Simply we said ADDS and add the feature, and you can also add the DNS, but I think this is automatically adding the DNS service when we installing this one. And these are pretty much default. You can click next, and you can tick this one. It's optional and there's no necessity to put that one in, and then click install. Then after a few minutes, you can see it will install the service, and then we can configure our domain, or like we can promote the domain. We'll wait and see. Right, it's coming up. Now we can promote this domain controller, if you can see here, and it also says the updates are available. Some updates were downloaded. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna promote this domain controller. Here we need to set a domain. In my case, I'm gonna use .local domain. You can use anything you want. What I will do, I will do this like home.lab, something like this, or home.local, or you can do like lab.local, anything you prefer. I'm gonna do it as a lab.local, but here we need to set it as a new forest, not the existing one, not the existing forest. We need to add the new one, which means we are configuring this freshly, so it has to be a new domain. So new for us. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this as a cybermed.local, pretty much meaningful, and then click next, and it's gonna install those services. And also you need to set a directory service restore mode password here. You can put any password in there. I'm gonna use my super secret password here. Click next. Like I said earlier, it's gonna install the DNS service along with the ADDS service, so you don't have to worry about that. It will automatically create or like install the DNS service here. And click next, and it's gonna pick up the NetBIOS name automatically. Only thing we need to wait, and then click next. We all good to go. These are gonna be default. I'm not gonna touch those. Everything looks perfect. It's saying pre-request check failed. Not sure which one is it. Okay, it's because of the password issue. The current local administrator password is blank, which might be lead to security issue. We recommend Control Alt Delete. Use the net user command line or local user for set up a strong password. What I will do, go to the computer management, and then we'll go to local user and computers, and this is the default user. I'm using this username, and I'm gonna set a password for that. And after that, we'll see. Password has been set. We're gonna rerun this. It looks good. Now we can install this one. And again, we have to wait a little bit. It's depend on your system performance, how much RAM you allocated to this specific server VM and all the stuff. I don't remember how much I allocated. We'll check that one. Go to system and about. Oh, I have allocated 16 GB of RAM for this specific VM because I got 64 GB of the RAM. Right, it's all been done now. Now it's automatically logging out. What I have to do, close this one and close this one. And it will restart automatically to apply those services and the policies, and then it will come up as a domain controller. Right, now the server is booted up. And as you can see, it's with the NetBIOS name and my username. And I'm going to put my password here, which we have set up. And then we're going to log into our Active Directory. This is simple like that. And then you can manage your Active Directory domain services, especially your group policies, your computers, and your users using that. In this time, I'm going to show you how we can do that. So as you can see now, you got few options: ADDS, DNS, file and storage, and these options were there before as well. But these came after we installed the ADDS service. Simply what you can do, go to the start, click the start button, and you can search Active Directory domain services, this one, user and computers. You can open that, and here you can see the domain. It's cybermed.local. And you can see computers, users, and all those details. Simply you can manage those. You can create a new organizational unit in here, and then after that you can rename it like temp admin, something like that, anything you want. And then I'm gonna move all the users here except the one I want for administration. Like that way you can do that. Also you can create a new user here, and then you can give a name, password, and their login name is going to be, let's say, John Doe. Their username maybe John, like that. And then you can set up default password, and then you can set up these configurations as well. And also in the DNS settings, I'll show you that one as well. When you go to the DNS, you will see the DNS settings like this. So in here, this is our server, DNS server. We have forward lookup zones as well as the reverse lookup zone. So in forward lookup zones, you can see the area code, especially for the IP which we have set up. What's the idea here is like when you check the DNS record, when you do NS lookup 192.168.100.200, it should show the server name. What I will do, I'll go to the NS lookup and then set type A, and then server as 192.168.100.200. Okay, I did a mistake here. And then you can see like 192.168.100.200, and it should resolve, but it's not. So what we can do, we can try cybermed.local. Yeah, it's resolving now. It's with this one, but there's no reverse lookup zone, no reverse record. I think that's why it's not resolved. What we can do, we can go here, click new zone, click next. We're gonna set the reverse lookup zone, which means like either way, if you add the domain, it will convert to the IP address. If you add the IP address, it will convert to the domain. Here what you have to do, put the first octet 192.168.100 and then click next and finish. And when you go here, refresh this, and then you can add a point record here. Just on your A record, go to the properties and update the PTR record. Click this one and click apply. OK, go back to your reverse lookup zone and refresh, and it's there. Now when we enter 192.168.100.200, it should resolve, and it is doing that. So we can try NS lookup 192.168.100.200, and it's resolving now like this. The DNS also working. So this is very useful when you are setting up your lab environment and when you are adding the other computers into your lab setup. In next video, I'll show you how you can add a computer to this domain and how you can manage that computer using this domain controller. And I hope this video is useful. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to hit the thank you.